We can't accept things as they are, so long as we think that things should be different. Tell us how not to believe what we think, and then maybe we'll be able to hear. Be that as it may, it's all I have to work with. Clutching these fading, imperfect memories to my breast. I go on writing this book with all the desperate intensity of a starving man sucking on bones. Everybody in the world is seeking happiness, and there is one sure way to find it. That is by controlling your thoughts. Happiness doesn't depend on outward conditions. It depends on inner conditions. Act as though the maxim of your action were to become, through your will, a universal law of nature. If you obey the majority of those on earth, they will lead you astray from God's way. They follow nothing but conjecture. They are only guessing. The distance between who I am and who I want to be is measured only by my actions. Let not the wise disturb the mind of the unwise in their selfish work. Let him, working with devotion, show them the joy of good work. Beauty may be attractive, but vanity is not. They say you're not punished for your sins, you're punished by them. If only parents would listen. If only they would let us talk instead of forever and eternally and continuously harping and preaching and nagging and correcting and yakking. But they won't listen. They simply won't or can't or don't want to listen, and we kids keep winding up back in the same old frustrating, lost, lonely corner with no one to relate to either verbally or physically. He bravely ventures out onto rugged dirt roads and takes to the open world to see what life has to offer. While it's nice to have luxury, there's nothing like having a more raw, down-to-earth experience that connects you in a very real way with the world all around you. That's a valuable experience, worth more than all of the gold in the world itself. The fourth truth is that selfishness can be extinguished by following an eightfold path: right understanding, right purpose, right speech, right conduct, right occupation, right effort, right attention, and right meditation. Darwinism is the story of humanity's liberation from the delusion that its destiny is controlled by a power higher than itself. I heard someone say somewhere that it's possible to write the sickness out of yourself. And who knows, maybe someone will benefit. As Tozer expressed it, human nature, as we know it, is in a formative state. It is being changed into the image of the thing it loves. Hedonic adaptation has the power to extinguish our enjoyment of the world. Because of adaptation, we take our life and what we have for granted rather than delighting in them. Negative visualization, though, is a powerful antidote to hedonic adaptation. By consciously thinking about the loss of what we have, we can regain our appreciation of it, and with this regained appreciation we can revitalize our capacity for joy. There are two types of teachers. The ones who teach you to use the text to find answers, and the ones who teach you to use the text to find another whole world of answers. Sooner or later, fate puts us together with all the people, one by one, who show us what we could, and shouldn't let ourselves become. Sooner or later we meet the drunkard, the waster, the betrayer, the ruthless mind, and the hate-filled heart. But fate loads the dice, of course, because we usually find ourselves loving or pitying almost all of those people. Love is like playing the piano. First, you must learn to play by the rules. Then you must forget the rules, and play from your heart. Don't mix my personality and my attitude. My personality is me, and my attitude depends on you. If this were believed to be either heaven or hell, one would feel free to do anything. It is only the fear that it is neither, which imprisons us. Grace turns pennies into gold, pebbles into pearls, sickness into health, weakness into strength, and needs into abundance. No doctor knows everything. There's a reason why it's called practicing medicine. We do not spontaneously learn that we don't learn that we don't learn. No one can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Better is the poor that walks in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips, and is a fool. Do not follow blindly what you do not know to be true. Ears, eyes, and heart, you will be questioned about all these. An endless, meaningless string of apologies signals a failure to change one's own behavior. What matters is not whether the person was authentic or really meant it in those passionate expressions of remorse. All that counts is whether that person follows through so there is no repeat performance. Love is the greatest and most excellent thing we are masters of, and therefore, it is folly and baseness to bestow it unworthily. It is indeed the only thing we can call our own. Other things may be taken from us by violence, but none can ravish our love. Unlike clocks, ours have no reverse motion.